Hello, grade 10s. So today I want to go through how to make your course selections for your grade 11 year. So you're going to go onto the Esterhazy High School homepage, and down below here you're going to go to the Maplewood portal for students and teachers. I'm hoping my internet's going to be fast so that you won't have to wait long to get the results. So we're going to go through today what classes you need to take in your grade 11 year specifically for your grade 11 year. Okay, now mine took a little time to load and yours might do the same thing. You might want to open it in a new tab or something so that it loads a little faster. Then remember to use your username. This is what it should look like, and it is case sensitive, so you need to make sure that you have it correctly in there, and your password, and then we're going to log in. Now when you first get in, it might again take a while to load just because you are not at school and it might be the first time you're logging in from home in a while. But you're going to go to this top bar here and you're going to go to Times Table. Now you can also go to transcripts and it gives you a list of the courses that you've already taken so that you can look at that if you're not sure if you have passed a class or taken a class. But we're going to go to Times Table and to Choices today. Now once you're in Choices, you're going to hit the Edit tab. And it's going to pop up a menu like this. I like to make it a little bit bigger so that I have the whole screen. And you're going to hit the plus sign here on the No Departments Assigned section. Then it's going to go to the grade 10 classes, which most of you have completed. But again, if you have some options that you still want to take in grade 10, you can click on that tab. But for right now, we're going to go through the mandatory classes that you need in your grade 11 year. So this is how it's going to look. You are going to first pick ELA 20. This is a required class. Again, it might take a little time to pop up here. This is mandatory. You need this class in order to graduate. So we are going to click the mandatory selection and hit add. Now it's going to pop up. Again, it might take some time. You guys just got to wait it out in the student choices here when it has populated. There it goes. So ELA 20 mandatory. The next class that you have to choose from is your math option. So you can either pick Math Pre-Calculus 20. The prerequisite for that is Math Foundations Pre-Calculus 10. Or you can pick Math Foundations 20. And again, the prerequisite is Math Foundations Pre-Calculus 10. Or Math Workplace Apprenticeship 20. So these are all the math classes: Math Foundations, Math Pre-Calculus, and then Workplace Apprenticeship Math is MWA right here. So you can pick one or two. You need a minimum of one of those classes to graduate, so you have to pick a math class. Now we're going to pick the Workplace Apprenticeship. See, it popped up here, and I'm going to click that one as a mandatory class, and I'm going to add it to my schedule. But I also want to add Foundations to my list. So that popped up here as a mandatory class, and I'm going to add that to my list. And again, you see that my list is growing here. Next, now you only need one math. Now you can take more than one math, Math Foundations and Math Pre-Calculus. It is completely up to you which math you want to take. But just remember, you have to have the prerequisite. Now you need a minimum of one of the following: either History 20, which is right, what is it going to be under here? Oh, there's Social Studies 20, that's an option. Psychology 20 is another option. Law 30 is going to be in the grade 12 folder, so Law 30 is an option for your social science. Or History. And it's not here. So I'll have to make sure that that is fixed before you guys register. So I'm going to pick Psychology 20. And that is, again, mandatory because I need that to graduate. Now, that went on our list. Next is our science. So remember that your sciences are very important because they lead to grade 12 options. So if you want to pick computer science, if you haven't taken that, that is here. You can take computer science 30. If you want to take environmental science, that leads to biology 30. Another option is health science, and this is one, it also leads to biology 30. The big one here is physical science because it is the only one that leads to chemistry and physics that we offer. So this one is really, really important if you want to take chemistry or if you want to take physics. So I'm going to put physical science down as mandatory because I do need to have one of those sciences, and I'm going to pick health science as my other mandatory because those are must-haves. Like, I'm going to be suffering if I don't have those. So that's what I have picked. Now, the rest of your course choices are your electives. So these are classes that you are interested in taking to fill up your schedule. As a grade 11 student, you are allowed to take one spare. But I don't want you to just pick 9 classes because chances are we're going to have a lot of conflicts. The goal is to probably pick 3 to 4 classes above where your minimum requirement is. So instead of picking just 9 classes, it would be optimal for you to pick 11 or 12 classes. So I like welding. I want to take welding 20. I have to remember that if you took the grade 10 welding class. If I didn't, then I have to pick grade 10 welding. But if I do have the grade 10 welding, I can pick 20 level. So I'm going to pick that. And now this is an elective option for me. I'm like, if it works in my schedule, I would really like to take that. So that is an elective. Now all of you know I love drama. Oh, see, this is the thing. I don't have the elective, so it won't actually let me pick this class. So I'm going to have to pick welding 10. And again, I'm going to fix that elective add. I really like drama, so I want to pick drama as a course option. Now, it's not just an elective for me. It's not like, okay, if it works in my schedule, I want to have it. It is definitely not an alternate, meaning that if I had to pick between 2 classes, this one would be okay. I must have drama, or I am going to have an awful, awful year. So I hit add on that one. Next, I might choose to fill my schedule maybe even with a grade 12 class. So I'm going to just close these. And now I'm going to pick a grade 12 class. So maybe I will pick French 30. I've taken all the other Frenches, or maybe if I've taken drama 20 already, I'm going to pick drama 30, or maybe entrepreneurship 30. I'm really interested in that as a class. So I'm going to select that one. Now, bear in mind too that you can also go back to the grade 10 classes, and maybe there was something here that I really wanted to take and I couldn't take it last year in my grade 10 year because it just didn't fit into my schedule. So I'm going to take commercial cooking because I'm really interested in that. But that's a must-have for me because I really wanted to take it last year and it didn't fit into my schedule. So I'm going to put it there. And then, oh, I know, I got one. Forensic science. It was so full last year that I didn't get to take it, so I want to put that as an option this year. So now I have 11 classes. I could still fill up my schedule with a couple more. So maybe, you know what, I've been kind of doing some thinking, and I'm thinking maybe I should take pre-calculus 20 just to keep my options open. And I'm going to actually select that as mandatory because I've talked about it with my parents and we've decided that that's a class I should take. So now I have all of my student choices. They are all listed here. I have my mandatory classes, the must-haves, and then my other 3 electives. I can, if I change my mind later, I can delete these. So maybe welding is not a great option for me. I'm going to do something else instead, maybe a PAA class or something else. I'm going to pick a PAA 10 class, and I'm going to pick that instead, right, as an alternate. If it fits into my schedule, then that's good. So this is my course schedule. This is something that I've talked about with my parents, and we've agreed that this is the best choices for classes for me. Now, if you have any questions about this, please let me know, and hopefully this helps you in picking your classes for next year. Thanks, guys.